Okay, y'all, so I want to preface this video with this little message, okay? I thought long and hard about posting this video, but I feel like it's very important that I do post this so that if anybody else, if it be your child or if it be you or whoever, okay, if anybody else is offered this particular treatment, you know what to expect, okay? So our day went from being happy-go-lucky. It's his last ketamine treatment. You know, he was looking forward to it. He's been doing well. It went from that to really scary, really quick after he finished his treatment. And I feel like this is a very important video to show. No, I am not going to show him. I am going to simply tell the story. You'll see my reaction to the things that went on, and that's going to be it. Aiden is not in the clips where I'm talking about the scary things, because y'all, I was demonized for saying anything in front of him, and so yeah, I'm just not dealing with that. And if you've got anything negative to say, then you can skedaddle, because I'm not fooling with that in this video, okay? So let me show you guys how it started, and then the little scare that we had, and then I'll be back to talk to you guys about what this treatment is, what happened, and all the things, okay? Good morning, y'all. So Aiden and I are out and about. We are actually in Knoxville, Tennessee, right? We have brought my son to his last ketamine treatment, and we have got a 3-hour wait. So I promised myself I would not go shopping this time. Don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here. I didn't have time to go through my grocery store apps yesterday, so I'm going to sit here and do that, make my grocery list, okay? See if there's anything that I might just absolutely need from the store. And I brought me a book to read. Aiden's brought one of his little electronic devices.
You mean this one?
That's what I mean. So we're in the shade. We're just going to sit here. I'm going to try to sit here the whole time. I don't know. After we get done here, we've got a few things that we have to take care of. Normally today is our grocery day. Normally Thursdays is the day that we go out, we get our groceries, but today is a special day. So yeah, we're up here taking care of Dad, aren't we? We are. So anyway, we'll see how he feels when he gets out, but there's a couple places I have no other choice but to stop. So oh mercy. Yeah, there is a big breeze coming through here. It feels wonderful sitting out here. We're just going to enjoy it, aren't we? Yeah, we are. So,
and I like sticking my head out of one of the windows and acting like a dog, doing this.
Oh Lord, say a prayer for me. Well, y'all, 1:15 to 1:30 has come and gone. It is now 2:08. Okay? And there's still no sign of him. We have plenty of time to stop at Trader Joe's. I might could have even went to Sam's.
My daddy ain't here.
Yeah.
I just saw the door opening.
Now we're hungry for lunch. It's about too late for lunch. We in a bad position, ain't we?
I will.
Whatever it takes, y'all. Whatever it takes.
I will.
Clearly, whatever it takes.
If I could, I'd just eat this right now.
Alright, guys. So, he did the ketamine treatment. And they added another treatment, and it's called NAD. Okay? And I'll go into details about what all that is in a later video, or maybe later in this video, I don't know. But he's having some severe side effects from that. And one of them is severe stomach cramps. And it's causing him to throw up at this point. And I'm ready to take him to the emergency room. He refuses to go. If he doesn't get any better, he's going whether he wants to or not. I had to stop. There were a couple of stops I had to make. I hate it, but I had to. So, yeah. I'm a nervous wreck. So, as you guys know, my son has been doing the ketamine treatments for the past 3 weeks. He had 2 treatments every week. And y'all, he has been doing so well with them, okay? And he and I have been having conversations, if not daily, then every other day. And they have just been wonderful conversations, okay? And I know he's been looking forward to finishing these treatments and seeing what's ahead. So last week he told me that they had offered him and told him that he needed this other treatment. It's called NAD, Nancy Alpha David, okay? And those may not be the right things. Doesn't matter. Y'all get the point. And I asked him, what is this? And he was like, well, I don't know for sure. I'm not sure exactly what's in it or whatever. I just know that they told me that this would complete the reset of the receptors in my brain, and that I needed 2 treatments at least, but they're $250 a piece. And Mom, I just don't have $500, and we're going to do one. I told him I would do one. And I said, did they not tell you about this when you paid up front for the ketamine treatment? He said, no, they never mentioned it. They've just now decided to tell me anything about this, and I feel like I need it, but I just don't have the money. Totally understandable, okay? He had already paid out a lot of money. The ketamine treatment in total was $4,400, okay? He paid, I think it was $1,500 down, and then he has to pay so much every so often. I am not involved in that. That is his thing, okay? That is his thing. I do not have the money to help out in any way as far as that is concerned, okay? But he said, they just came forward with this information, and I'm going to do one, and it's going to be on the last treatment day. Okay. Okay, so I'm intrigued. I want to find out some more information. And then things got really busy, and I just dropped the ball on it. I did. I did. So we get to the treatment facility yesterday morning, and we go in. I have to sign in or give them my phone number, kind of letting them know he has to have a driver after these treatments. He couldn't drive anyway because he doesn't have a license. But, whoever is there to be his driver has to, do a check-in, make sure they have your phone number and all the things that needs to be done. So Aiden and I went in with him, and they were telling him, it's going to be a little extra time since you're doing the NAD treatment, and, Mom will give you a call. It's going to be about 3 hours. That was not true. It was about 4 hours. But anyway, so I go out to the car. Aiden and I are just going to kind of chill out and, just kind of hang out. We had brought different things to keep us occupied. So, we're just out there, and I grab my phone. We do a little bit of filming, showing what we're doing, all the things. We ran to Krispy Kreme, got us a little treat, and then I grabbed my phone and I started doing research on this NAD. And the more I started doing research on it, or the more I started reading about it, I was kind of torn, okay? Because it clearly, and you guys can look this up, okay? Again, if you don't want to use Google, then you can use DuckDuckGo or whatever, okay? I don't care. But it is not approved by the FDA. That sent a red flag up for me, okay? What are they putting in him? And y'all, it was almost like he was so desperate for this treatment to work, okay, to be clean, that he was willing to put. It didn't matter. These people could have told him that, we're gonna pump you full of saline, and it's gonna do this and this for your recovery, and he would have been, let us charge you $300 or $400 or whatever for that, and he would have been like, okay, that's scary. But anyway, so WebMD, I know. WebMD has some information on it. I want to share with y'all what it says. And then I'm going to tell you what happened when he came out. But I want to share with you guys what this is before I tell you guys what happened. Okay? So let me read a little bit of this, and then we'll talk about what happened when he came out. Okay? If you're looking for help with an addiction for yourself or a loved one, you might run across centers offering NAD therapy. It's said to help with withdrawal symptoms and cravings. They might cite numbers, usually without all the data or any proof, to show how well it works. They may suggest it could help with substance use disorders in place of or along with other approved medicines. It's tempting to think there's a treatment that can help you or your loved one recover from a substance use disorder more easily. But anytime you see claims about how well a treatment works without evidence, and from sources that are trying to sell you something, it's a good idea to find out more about what it is exactly and whether it's both safe and proven to work. NAD stands for, and I am going to butcher these words, I am, but y'all can look this up yourself. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. It's sometimes called NAD+. It's an active form of vitamin B3. You can find NAD in every one of your cells. NAD has lots of important and complex roles throughout your body. It's involved in many of the chemical reactions that happen inside your cells. It's important for the way your cells make energy from nutrients. This is sometimes called energy metabolism. It also affects how your cells respond to stress. There's evidence showing that NAD levels drop as you get older. This happens also in people with health conditions that happen more often as you age. Low NAD may have some role in diseases of your heart, brain, liver, kidneys, and skin. Given all this, there's an idea that NAD is generally good for you and that less of it is not. Healthy younger people have more of it. Lots of things can make NAD levels get lower. These include problems in the way your body makes NAD, damage to your body from the sun, an overactive immune system, and other assaults on your body. Now, this part talks about what is NAD therapy. NAD therapy is just what it sounds like. You'll receive it. Usually you'll get it in an intravenous infusion. You may get multiple infusions over several days for several hours at a time. You might also take a pill containing NAD or one of its precursors. NAD therapy might include other vitamins or amino acids. The idea is that this will boost your levels of NAD and perhaps other nutrients as well. It's possible that this therapy could help with many conditions. Studies that are completed or underway are testing its use for many conditions, including aging, mild cognitive impairment, Alzheimer's, the VID, Parkinson's, chronic fatigue syndrome, high blood pressure, heart failure, and the very last one is substance use disorders. But there aren't many published studies showing whether or not, there aren't many published studies showing whether or how well it works. NAD therapy isn't proven or approved for any use. It's considered a dietary supplement, not a medicine. Because of this, you can buy it like any other supplement without a doctor's prescription. That's scary. You might get NAD in a solution from a compounding pharmacy. Okay? Does NAD therapy help with addiction? NAD therapy is not approved to treat addiction or withdrawal in people with a substance use disorder. But there is some evidence it could help. Okay? And it goes on to tell about, a doctor who did the study, having some that he gave the NAD and some that he gave a saline solution. You guys can look that up and read it yourself. It remains uncertain whether and how much NAD therapy might help for treating substance use disorders, withdrawal symptoms, or any other condition. Clinics and addiction centers still can offer it if they choose because it's considered a dietary supplement. The FDA does not review dietary supplements for safety and effectiveness in the way that they do for medicines. But because it's unproven, companies and clinics should not market NAD therapy as treatment for substance use disorder or withdrawal symptoms, or make claims about how well it works. And then it goes on to tell about how much it costs. Since it's not approved by the FDA, insurance is not going to cover it. Yeah. So, and then I found another website that tells some of the side effects of this, which was scary. And yeah. So when he came out yesterday, he always comes out with a big smile on his face, okay? And when he came out yesterday, that big smile wasn't really there, okay? And it was, but it wasn't. Not like I had seen before. And he gets in the car. The nurse helps him get in the car. He buckles up. We head out. I had a few things that I had to take care of yesterday, and a few things that I wanted to take care of yesterday. And normally he's good to go, okay? Yesterday was different. We got about 3 to 4 miles, I guess, away from the facility. And he and I had been talking a little bit. I'm asking questions, all the things, letting him know that I had been doing research on this NAD. And all of a sudden, he always lays the seat back, okay? And all of a sudden, he lurches forward and screams out. Scared the bejeebers out of me, okay? And he's holding his stomach. And I'm hollering, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he's like, it's cramps and it's bad. And, "Oh, mama, mama, mama." And I'm like, "Do I need to pull over? Do I need, let me take you back?" He's like, "No, it'll be fine. I've been a little crampy since, they put the infusion in. I'll be fine. Let's just go." So I kept going. And he was white as a sheet. Like, and he was just all drawn up in a little ball. And I kept saying, "Son, let me take you to the emergency room. Let me call them. Let's get this taken care of." He said, "Mom, I'll be fine. This is just part of it." And I said, "Did they tell you that this was part of it?" And he said, "Well, kind of. They told me that I would be a little crampy." I said, "This is more than a little crampy, okay?" And he said, "I know." He said, and he was cold. He was very cold. And it was on the hot side yesterday, but my car has, split AC. You can set one side this temp, one side this temp. I had mine set at 69 degrees. I was comfortable. And he had his on 79 degrees. And that morning, Aiden had chosen to take his blanket. It was 55 degrees when we got up yesterday morning. So Aiden chose to take a blanket with him to cover up with in the car. And if he wanted to nap, he could, which that child is not going to nap. And I told Aiden to hand me the blanket. And I gave it to Joseph, and I said, "Here, cover up with this." And he did. And we got into Lenore City, and he said, "Mom, will you stop at Weigel's and let me get a drink?" And I said, "Yeah, let me pull over here." We were going up the hill. Weigel's is right there. So we pulled into Weigel's. He made it in to get him a drink. And he was going to pump gas into my car. And he stepped outside of Weigel's. And by the time he got to my car, he took a drink of his fountain drink that he had gotten in there. He took one drink. And I saw him bend over. I saw him kind of go down, okay? And I saw him bend over. And he started throwing up uncontrollably. And I'm like, oh my God, what have they put in my kid? What have they done? He finally regained his composure and was able to stop. And he set his drink in the car. He started to pump the gas, and I saw it. By that time, Paps had called, and I was talking to him, and out of my side mirror, I saw him go down again. And I told Paps what was going on, and I said, something's not right. Something's not right. So I saw him stand back up, and again, he is just, oh God, his coloring was awful. And he got back in the car, he laid back, and I said, are you okay? And he said, I'm fine, Mom, I'm fine. And he said, I actually feel better now that I got all that off my stomach. And about that time it hit him again. He slung the door open, did it again. And I said, Joseph, just let me take you to the emergency room. And he said, no, Mom, I'm fine. And I said, what if I take you anyway? And he said, I won't go in. I won't go in. And he said, this is just part of it. And I said, you know this for a fact? And he said, well, that's what I'm thinking. And I said, look, you get any worse and we're going, and I don't care. I said, I will have them come drag you out of my car if I have to. Again, I had 2 stops that I had no other choice but to make, okay? And I ran in these places and was as quick getting what I had to get done, and getting back out to him, okay? I left my car running so that he would have heat or air or whatever it was he was needing at the time, because he was going back and forth between heat and air at this point. And we headed on towards home, and he did better. He actually napped for a few minutes, and then he raised the seat up, and I said, are you feeling better? And he said, actually I am. He said, that was scary, and that was rough there for a few minutes. And I said, well, no matter how old you get, Mama still hates to see her kid sick. And I said, that was scary. And he said, yeah, I know. I know, Mama, I know. And I said, well, I'll have you home here in a little bit, and you can, stretch out, rest, relax, and all the things. And he said, Mom, I'll be honest with you. I love you, but I can't wait to get home. I'm ready to lay down and sleep whatever this is off. And I got him home. I hugged his neck, told him that I loved him. He hugged Aiden. He went in, and y'all, he slept. He slept. Now, I have talked to him, and he is feeling a lot better today. But that was scary, okay? So, Would I recommend this NAD therapy? No. No. I wouldn't recommend putting anything that is not approved by the FDA. And I'm sorry, I don't trust them either. Okay? So don't get me wrong on that. But holy cannoli, at least, there's some checks and balances there. You just don't go putting every willy-nilly thing in your body. Okay? You just don't. I still don't know, and I don't think he knows what other side effects may be around the corner, if any. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. We just know that this is done. It's over with. Had I done my research like I wanted to on this before we went for this treatment, I would have done my best to have talked him out of it. Doesn't mean that I would have been able to have done that, because he is a 30-year-old man, okay? I can't make him do anything, clearly. But it was scary. It was very scary. And so, yeah. That is my video for today. The ketamine, I will see. I'll keep y'all updated on how he's doing since that. Okay, he does have a follow-up appointment here in a few weeks to go back and I guess one more therapy session or something like that. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. I just know he has one more appointment. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But as for this NAD therapy, no. No. I don't give it my stamp of approval. So, there's that. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you exit out. Y'all, this is scary. Even the treatments for this is scary, okay? My old mama heart just... It skipped so many beats yesterday, and it raced so hard with fear yesterday. Yeah. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, coming up on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our weekly live check-in and chat. And y'all, I cannot wait for this one. I can't. I am so excited for this one. We've got a channel update coming to you guys. It's going to be a big announcement on Sunday night. I'll do it on the live. Y'all don't want to miss it. Okay? You don't want to miss it. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Say a few prayers for us. Or send good vibes, good juju, whatever it is, positive energy, whatever it is you do, send it our way. We sure could use it, and I will return the favor to you guys, okay? So, let's go get this day started and get some stuff done and continue to check in on Joseph throughout the day. So, anyway, we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.